Good evening and welcome. It's Monday night, so it must be the ILFL Soccer Night here on NTV, sponsored by Meshwi and Hawk and Eagle. Glad to see you again. Sorry I wasn't here last week, but I'm here now and here to talk about all the action that happened yesterday in the Premier and First Division. Later on, we're going to see a game between Bow FC and Stepney's B team going head to head. But first, we're going to start with two teams who are looking for their first victories of the campaign this season. Sire and Brick Lane. Sire, I think, had a couple of draws. Brick Lane had one and lost a couple. So it was all to play for yesterday. Who came out on top? Here's the footage to tell us what happened. Sit back. We've now got Sire versus Brick Lane for you. So there it is. When 3 points are on the line, it's a great big mashup for everybody. And in the end, it was won by Brick Lane, 3-2. Cameras, I'm going to say this, right? I know sometimes we've spoken about Sire. I remember refereeing Sire once or twice last season. I think I saw them in the summer. And I think they're a decent footballing outfit. And sometimes I get the feeling that people around me are not of the same persuasion.
They're a good team. I think the leap from the first to the Premiership is quite high, quite big. They've drawn to and just lost narrowly to Brick Lane now. I think they need to add a bit more to the current squad. Obviously, the likes of Sire, Brick Lane, it's interesting to see them quite early on because I think these teams will be battling bottom half of the league. And for Sire and Brick Lane, it's a matter of just seeing, as Noor would say it, a game by game, see the games through and then just survive, and then they can build on that for next year. Sire is a good team. I like the way they play, and I like the way the manager sets his ethos about where, you know, if you don't come training, you don't play, and if you don't come regularly, I don't pick you. So I think that sets him back a little bit, but I suppose the principle is good, and in the future that will pay off. And
the foundations are good there.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at one or two of the other results that happened yesterday, and we'll talk about some of the teams that were involved in some high-scoring games that took place. Stepney, you're another team that got your first 3 points. Well done. Put in 9 goals past Newark. Not much of a surprise, I suppose, though. I mean, Newark are not having a great time of it, are they, Rush?
Unfortunately, they're having a bad start to the season. Yes, I know we've spoken about Newark recently and in the past that they have a lot of youth. But looking at the results, they haven't won a game. They're struggling with the youth, so the management need to look at this situation and get some experience.
I think it's 27 goals in 4 games or something like that.
That's unbelievable. So I think the management needs to take responsibility and get some experience, or look at adding more players, etc. Because they're relying so much on the youngsters. Yes, it's good to get the youngsters in, etc. Give them a chance, opportunity, but you can't be losing. Because sooner or later, these youth or the youngsters are going to lose their head or lose confidence.
I'm going to stay with you, Rash, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to comment from you because the next result up from that was Poplar's 5-3 win against Beaumont. I won't ask you anything about it, Rash, but I'll tell you what I'll say. I'll tell you what I will say about it. Poplar have set the stall out and gone about their business quite efficiently, and they're winning their games. And it has only been 4 games, but they are the team to beat, it seems, at the moment. They are there. Cannon and Ireland 2-2. It's another draw for Ireland. Cannon, again, seeming to be a very tough team to beat, and they're there or thereabouts. Although, like I have to say, it's only when everyone has played everyone once we can really see the table take shape. Tigers doing what Tigers do best, and that's beating what's put in front of them. And on this occasion, it was putting 4 goals past Bromley, although Bromley did reply with the 2. So there you go, Tigers 4-2, Cannon Island 2-2, Poplar 5-3 against Beaumont, Stepney 9, Newark 1, and Sire 2v Brick Lane. And the Premier Division is shaping up to be what it's going to be. Later on, we'll have a look at the tables and we'll look at the rest of the fixtures to come and see who the big matchups are for this weekend. Still to come, though, we have the game between Bow FC and Stepney B, and we'll take a look at all of the First Division results to lead us into that break. I will say just very quickly, the Premier Division, is it starting nicely? Is it bubbling up nicely, Rash?
I think so, because I think with Poplar, as you mentioned, I know we lost 5-3, but we have to give credit. They actually deserve the win. They played us. I think what Rule has done is added a few more players, which I've never seen in the last few years. They've got new 4 or 5 players in midfield who are technically very good, and also physically, they're big lads. The 5 goals they actually scored was on set pieces, so they would be one of my dark horses favourites to actually challenge the title, because the football they played, deservedly they won the 5-3. It's good to see Stepney getting the 3 points, but still I think in the next 3-4 weeks' time we'll see who the contenders are for the actual championship itself.
Fantastic. That's the Premier Division rounded up. In the next section, we'll look at the First Division, but let's take a short, quick break and we'll see you right back after these short messages. Don't go away.
You are watching ILFL Soccer Nights.
Sponsored by Mashwi এবং Hawk and Eagle.